Like I'm relating so hard to this character. I've been going live for a minute and a half. I'm hoping this does not mean that it's gonna lag a minute and a half. Let me just test to see like if I unmute it. I see somebody that literally is living Shoichi's life in a sense where it's like my volleyball career might be over, might have to prioritize school. It's like I'm relating so hard to this character. Yes. Alright, so that was just me listening into that right now. I was like, am I really far behind? Turns out you guys won't be lagging too much. Maybe like a couple of seconds, like 15, 20. And let me once again pop out the stream because YouTube likes to make its beta studio re-pop out the stream. Sorry about that. So yeah, what's up guys? Settings? You guys will appear, I swear. Alright, say something guys. Okay, there we go, it works. I didn't know you were going to stream again. Yeah, once I found out that Tennis Ace came out today, I just could not resist. Plus, I'll be doing stuff with family all day for Easter, so I won't be able to stream or do anything tomorrow, so... I wanted to get it all done today, or not all done, but you know. I wanted to do it as soon as I could. Hello, Light. And hello, Cat. Wolfstar. Everybody else, that's the usual, I guess. So, yeah, Tennis Ace did something that I did not expect, and they updated all 3 characters. I don't know why I mean they, but you know. Basket updated all 3 characters. He updated... Oh, shoot, my chat's wide. Okay, so... Oh, no, wait. It's not the chat. It's the game. Let me play the game. So... Frick. Let me just pop that out for a second. So what I was saying was that... Basically, Basket ended up... Sorry, I'm just like trying to focus here. Perfect now. Okay. Basket ended up updating Keisuke, Shoichi, and June all in the same month. So basically right now, we're gonna end up having all 3 characters available to play throughout the course of this month, as opposed to me waiting throughout the course of 3 months just to play each character. So because of that, I am going to start with Shoichi because I'm sorry if I have bias, but he's probably my favorite character. Don't get me wrong, June's an awesome character, and he is long due for his update, but I want to play Shuichi's first and then go to June's. So, and Shuichi's is only 1 day, so might as well start with that. Yeah, so I also heard rumors that it may be NSFW, so like I said, we have our wonderful censor bars here. So those are always in check. So yeah, we are going to continue with day 19 of Shuichi. So, with that out of the way, let's get into the reading. Alright, so this is from the previous day after Shoichi has lost everything in the game. The finals, did not make the nationals. Kind of like me, didn't make the finals. So I want this day to end already. And so it does. Monday, May 29th. So, ellipses. Somehow, I'm faintly aware of the fact that I'm already half awake. My eyelids feel so incredibly heavy that the idea of opening them starts to feel like wishful thinking. No, more importantly than that, I just don't want to. My bed is so nice and comfortable and warm. For some reason, I feel like I've gone through 7 rounds of wrestling with a truck. Well, hyperbole aside, I do feel kinda sore. I haven't been sleeping well lately and feel tired all the time. Although this is already more or less old news to me, thank you, insomnia, last night was many times worse. The reason was painfully obvious to me. Oh god, they're flashing back. No. Oh my god, do I have to do this again? Oh, he's crying too. Me. I. I really want to win. Shoichi had been training and looking forward to that competition for months. Even if he always tried to hide his excitement when asked, I knew better than anyone else how important it was to him. And up to the time I fell asleep, he still hadn't answered any of my messages. I don't want to see him looking like that anymore. I hear the sound of knocking, suddenly dragging my attention away from my own thoughts. Oh, it's Aki. When I open my eyes, I see Aki at the door. I lazily prop myself up on my elbows, looking at my brother while blinking groggily. Good morning. Wow, were you actually awake before I knocked on the door? Somewhat. In the process, at least. It's funny we actually see him shirtless for once. And here I thought I need the bucket. You throw water on me and you die. Oh no, not water. Just the bucket. You want to throw a bucket at me. To wake you up, yeah? That way I don't damage the bed. Buckets are heavy. You'd break my nose. Don't be so melodramatic. Either way, you should get up already. Today's your school festival. Oh my goodness, this is where it's all gonna connect together, because I was like, I swear June's scene with him at the school festival shows up on day 19. Alright, so as if I'd forget something so important. Here we go. By the time I finally go downstairs, I am no more awake than I was an hour ago. Even after showering, drying all my fur, brushing my teeth, etc. I still feel like just crawling back onto my bed and sleeping through summer. The season hasn't even started yet and I already hate it. Aki, is the AC on at all here? I'm melting. It's only a bit warmer than the previous days. It's not that bad. No, it's definitely bad. What day did the weather report say would be the official start of the summer? The 5th? Who cares? I just know it's really hot. Aki shrugs, packing what looks like a filled lunchbox into his bag. By the way, do you plan on coming by the festival after school? He pauses, musing the question for a few seconds with an overly dramatic look on his face that just screams, I'm thinking. Oh, I'm thirsty too. Dramatic sip. Dramatic look back at the screen. Dramatic swallowing of the ice and dramatic cough. I'm not sure. I don't really want to miss much practice. The festival only lasts 4 days, and you didn't go a single day last year. That's not much of interest to me in the first place. Hey, a lot of people worked really hard to make it happen, you know. Yeah, and if any of those people were here, I'd apologize for being insensitive, but since none of them are, I'll just finish packing for school. Little brat. Aki rolls his eyes at the sight of my unhappy grumbling. I swear, he used to be so cute. By the way, Shuichi told me your class is doing a Chinese diner. Do you plan on sticking around to help any this year? Nope. You know how I roll. I like to enjoy. Yeah, you like to be lazy. I know. What? That's just plain rude. Try to check up on Shuichi if you can, okay? I don't need you to tell me that. That's already in my list of priorities. I didn't even know you had one of those. Or is priority number one to make a list of priorities? You're really asking to be slapped at this point. Aki cheekily shows me his tongue, closing his school bag and propping it behind his back. I'm gonna get going now. You should try not to be late either. Tell Shuichi I said hi, and have fun. The sound of the door closing echoes behind the hall. Or down the hall, I can't believe I misread that. ... Placeholder? Misaki? Who's Misaki? Who is this? Is this Nico's mom? I don't know. We might have Nico's mom finally. Ah, Nico, good morning. I hear a familiar voice calling out to me from down the stairs, or from the stairs. When I turn to look, I see my mom dressed in her usual work attire, fiddling with her bag by the stairs. Oh my goodness, Mom is here. That's new. You're usually long gone by the time I wake up. My hours got changed a little bit. We got a few new hires in the office, so I don't need to be pulling overtime every day. Knowing you, you are probably super bitter about it. Mom puckers her lips with a humph, her brow furrowing deeply. So what if I like my work? It's much better than staying at home and being bored. Thanks, Mom. I love you too. You know that's not what I meant. My God, where did I put my keys? You mean the ones right here on top of the kitchen island? I grab at a pair of keys I noticed as soon as I walk downstairs, spinning them around on my thumb for effect. Oh, that's right. I left them there after I had dinner. I forgot. What did you think of it, by the way? It wasn't much, but I tried to change the spice mix I usually use a little. It tasted a little milder than usual, but it was delicious as usual. Thanks. Oh, whoops, somebody forgot to pause. Thanks. Will you drop by the school festival for a bit this week? Let me reread that. That was garbage. Thanks. Will you drop by the school festival for a bit this week? You do have free time, apparently. I'll try, but I might just end up working on some stuff once I get home. Seriously, you're too much of a workaholic. It's okay to relax every now and again, you know. By the way, have you wished your father a good day yet? Oh my God, is this a dream? No. 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 Please don't do this to me. As soon as she says those words, I freeze. Holy crap. Mom. She slowly shakes her head sideways, sighing. You kids never pay him any attention. He's going to get real lonely, you know. She walks up to a small wooden shrine we have on the corner of the living room. Okay, she knows, at least. Okay, it's not a dream. I was nervous to be like one of those things where it's like, it's an alternate reality where you do see his dad, and it's like, turns out they're both just not around. Obviously, his dad's dead, but oh my God, that would be horrible. She walks up to a small wooden shrine we have on the corner of the living room. Aki and I keep the door to it closed all the time because we just don't like looking at it. Because of it, hardly anyone who comes here ever notices. Half the time, even I forget that it's there. Mom delicately opens the doors, revealing a few small pottery ornaments, an incense burner, and, right at the corner of the whole thing, a single framed picture of my dad. Because Dad was never much one for pictures, the only good picture Mom could find of him was from back when he was in high school, too. It just creeps me out to look at him looking so young. You know, your father probably misses you boys very much. It wouldn't kill you to pay your respects every now and again. Reaching inside for her handbag, she grabs a lighter and uses it to light a stick of incense, placing it inside the burner. She kneels in front of the shrine, putting both of her hands together in prayer. I watch the whole thing from the corner of my eye, my throat suddenly feeling like it has something stuck in it. No matter how much I try, I just can't bring myself to watch it. To me, it just feels wrong. Like clinging to a past that won't ever come back instead of moving forward. I'm sure it must be even weirder for Aki. He never even got to meet the man after all. Have a good day, Ken. Still, as far as I know, she follows this same routine every day. Before leaving the house and before going to bed, day by day, always doing the same. My mind refuses to accept such a routine. I feel like if I were to start doing something like that, I'd just remain stuck in place. Mom gets up, fixing the hem of her skirt, and walking to the door. I'll try to be home when you boys get back. If I can, I'll make dinner too. I can't have you doing everything around the house all the time. It's alright. You don't have to worry about it. You work really hard after all. She smiles, walking up to me and cupping my cheek with her left hand. You're really sweet, Nico. But I'm your mother. I'm the one supposed to be taking care of you, not the other way around. Sheesh, you don't have to fuss over every little thing. I love you too. Have a good day with the festival, okay? Oh, and if you see Shuichi-kun and Hithaka-chan, tell them I said hi. Will do. I walk up to the shrine Mom was praying to, making sure to put out the incense so it doesn't burn anything. You're not really here, are you, old man? As is to be expected, the picture cannot respond. Sighing, I close the door again, shutting it back inside. Just getting near to the school gates, I can already hear a lot of activity in the area. I know, Kat. I know about that scene. I've seen slight previews on Twitter. So lots of students arrived early in the morning to finish setting things up so all would be ready before the official start time. Which of course just makes it so they create an unofficial start time. It wasn't all that interesting in waking up I wasn't all that interested in waking up so early, so I decided to come a little bit later in the morning. At a time like this, things would have already picked up a bit and there would be a little more activity. Lots of different booths have been set up across the school grounds. Some of them are just games. Others try to show part of our school curriculum in a way that might attract attention. Science experiments, diagrams. There are all kinds of setups fighting for attention. But the most popular end up being the foods. The smell of all kinds of foods wafts around the campus grounds and tons of people gravitate around those stands. I have to admit, part of me is really interested in going around sampling the foods right away, but I know I should probably hold on for a while. But I know the first day is the best time to go sampling around the different displays, trying to see everything they have to offer. The reason for that is quite simple. In our school, the first day of the cultural festival is always closed for students and staff only. That gives students the chance to do a little test run before opening to the public, as well as just giving people some time to prepare for the larger influx that would soon flow. It's also the only reason why people who would usually be very busy can find themselves free. Like... Hey, Nee, good morning. Hey there, looks like I'm not the only one sauntering around the school grounds early in the morning. Sauntering? Did you fall asleep on top of a dictionary or something? Are you going to get on my case just because I used an unusual word? I'm considering it. Did you run into anything else yet? Last I checked, Urushihara was trying to organize his class's haunted house. I ran into Saya-chan a little bit earlier, but we just greeted each other in passing. She seemed a bit busy. Oh no, do you think our plans to walk around the festival together as a group won't pan out? I think it's a bit too early to tell. It's not even 9 a.m. yet. Fair enough, I guess. Is something the matter? Oh, no. Everything's fine. You sure? You don't seem fine. I eye Shoichi up and down, trying to get a feel for how he's feeling right now. Even though I expected him to be super down, he's acting incredibly normal. He's so casual right now that it's actually scaring me a little. Shoichi. Are you okay? Huh? Why wouldn't I be? I mean, there was the competition yesterday and all. Yeah, there was. What about it? His neutral, composed reaction is such a far cry from what I saw yesterday that I choked for a second trying to come up with a response. You're acting so nonchalant about it. I guess. Okay, Shoichi. I know you might think acting like nothing's wrong will keep me from worrying, but it's just making me worry even more. Don't be like that. I'm fine. I've had time to process. Really, because your voice doesn't make it sound like you're fine. One thing I've learned about Shoichi over the years is that whenever he's very upset, his voice tends to get really quiet and soft. It doesn't happen very often. To date, I can count how many times I've seen it on my fingers. The last one I remember was when the news of his parents divorcing first came out. Even though he was all smiles and acting like nothing was wrong, he was still very upset and quiet and meek. You might have become very good at shouldering your burdens over the years, but even you can't act totally fine when something this huge happens. Come on, Nee. It's not a big deal. Look, I'll give you a pass because we're out in the open, but once the two of us are alone, I want to talk about this. There's nothing to talk about. We'll talk, and that's that. Man, you can be really pushy sometimes. Only because I care. I guess. Anyway, I should probably get going. There are still some things I need to do before I can really consider myself free. Alright, I'll see you later, Shoichi. You bet. Oh man, that's gonna be a tough talk. Even inside the school hallways, the whole place is packed with students running down the halls in a rush. It's kind of funny. I'm almost 100% sure none of these people would be in such a rush if they were trying to get to something like a class they're late for. Priorities, I guess? Oh, there's Keisuke. As I'm going up the stairs to my floor, I see Kei-kun about to head downstairs. Ah, Nico-san. Good morning. Good morning. He promptly greets me with a smile, stopping right in front of the staircase. I finish climbing the last few steps so I can be level with him. Are you just arriving? I thought you would have gotten here earlier so you could spend as much time checking out the festival as possible. And miss the chance to sleep in? No way. Fair enough. My class is kind of rushing, trying to get everything set up properly. We found out that there's still too much light creeping in through the windows, so they're trying to tape them off. Isn't that going to be a huge hassle to remove later? Probably. I'm trying not to think about it. The whole thing is already a chore to work on as is. My condolences. By the way, are you still going to have free time later today for us all to get together? For sure. I told them I'd be ducking out today already. I already have people to cover for me. The whole class is already much more excited about the concept of our venue than I am, so there is no lack of volunteers. People actually want to be working during the festival? That's kinda sad. I'm pretty sure the opposite of person that refuses to work and just gives more work to others is much, much sadder. Not at all subtle there. I wasn't trying to be. Any idea when I can swing by your class's display? Well, we'll probably be up and running in about an hour or so. Although, honestly, I don't see the appeal in doing a haunted house thing in the middle of the morning. I'm pretty sure it'd still be fun. You and I have very different ideas of fun. What's that? Could it be it scares you too much? Whoa, really? I wasn't expecting that. Shut up. I'm not one for cheap thrills, okay? That's a very refined way to say that you're chicken. Ugh, you can be so annoying sometimes. Aw, thanks. That wasn't a compliment? Either way, I need to get going right now. Can't afford to start slacking right now. Alright, good luck. Thanks. I'll see you later. Hold on, let me get a sip because my throat is starting to get dry. It's like the palate of my mouth is starting to get kind of dry and sore. I don't know why. So I'm just like trying to put a piece of ice to like cool it off right now. Sounds really weird, but if it works, it works. I'm not really a fan of this game since I don't like how the love options look mostly, but the story is good, right? Yeah, I'd say it's pretty good. Like, you could play this game and not really play it for like the romance. Like, that's the thing that I like about Tennessee is like, you get really invested in like the families, the Nico's career, yeah, just each of their lives. Like, it's more about like their lives and stuff too. All right, and then they're explaining the whole divorce situation too in the chat. So, interesting stuff to, yeah, kind of keep an eye on. So, anyway, Keikun passes by me and walks down the stairs. I turn to watch him go, lingering in my spot for a second there before continuing to make my way up. And we're back to class. As soon as I walk into my class, I see all the walls have been decorated with strips of colored paper and with multiple paper lanterns dangling from the ceiling. I wonder who made those paper lanterns. Wink wink nudge nudge. I know this place was decorated on Friday, but I swear there are more lanterns here than there were when I last checked. Still, as soon as the door was opened, an orange figure runs up to me excitedly. Oh boy, it's gonna be June! Yes! We got June in his outfits. Nico-san! I've barely even had time to acclimate to my surroundings and he's already boisterously jumping around in front of me. Hey there, June. You look pretty happy. I am. Look at me. I got my waiter uniform. Look. Isn't it cool? June spins around where he stands, trying to show off the whole thing to me. Doesn't it look great on me? Yes, it does, June. You look very cute in that uniform. What? Cute? I'm not cute. That's for girls. I don't know what to tell you there, June. You're pretty cute. Nuh-uh, I'm not. Alright, you're not. Settle down there. No need to get so fussy over it. I'm not fussy. Oh man, trying to keep a straight face after hearing that is really tough. Anyway, you're all set to be a waiter, huh? Yes, it's gonna be a lot of fun. I have no idea how going around serving people food is supposed to be fun, but hey, to each his own. I look around the room, seeing a few of our classmates dressed in similar clothes to June. For some reason, there are barely any waitresses here. In fact, most of them are guys. Oh my god, this makes me think, like, if any of you ever watched Victorious, like, it was on, like, Nickelodeon in, like, 2010 or something like that. I grew up with it, like, towards the end of my Nickelodeon watching days. There's this one line where it's like, they're trying to go into a dance class or whatever, and it's like, the character who has, like, a puppet or whatever is, like, trying to get in this class too. He comes in, and it's, like, all guys, and, like, he makes the puppet say, "Oh, come on, this is a dude ranch," or something like that. I was like, that basically sums this up. It's like, this is gonna be straight up a dude ranch. So, what happened to the girls? It's looking like a real sausage party in here. Sausage party? Oh no! Jude, cover your ears! Never mind. Probably shouldn't use an expression like that around June. I really don't need to taint him with that sort of thing. Anyway, what happened to the girls? It's mostly just guys around here. Oh, I actually asked Ayako-san about that. She said most girls refused to wear the Chinese dress, but that she said they all agreed anyway, so the guys would too. So she basically used the promise of girls in Chinese dresses as bait to get more waiters. That's really scummy. The improv kitchen is looking pretty good though. Although, why is it all hidden behind panels? The entire that used to be the blackboard had been walled off with wooden bamboo panels that then get decorated with multiple Chinese symbols. Dragons, lions, some letters. Wait, is that the Chinese zodiac over there? Apparently, Gin-kun said he felt too shy about cooking with the guests being able to see him. But doesn't walling off the whole area mean that the heat from the burners will be trapped in there? Yeah, Jin-kun was complaining about that. These guys are insane. Oh, but there are a few holes to cut out on the counter so the waiters can pick the food up when it's ready. Seriously, how the hell did you people have all these crazy ideas? Hopefully there won't be any accidents. You don't have to worry about the others, Nico-san. As the oldest one here, I'll make sure to look after them. You're the one most at risk of causing an accident. Maybe I should talk to Gin and ask him to not let June handle any hot plates. Will they even serve cold plates? Oh, Jun-kun, we need your help here. A voice calls June from amidst the mess of chairs. The mess of chairs and panels on the other end of the room. Ah, I'm coming. Sorry, Nico-san. Or, sorry, Nico equals san. We'll have to talk later. It's alright. I'm gonna take a walk around the place. We'll meet up later. Yeah, I can't wait. June scurries away and disappears into the kitchen area. Dirk plays a gay visual novel. Plot twist, he isn't gay or a furry. That would be a hell of a twist. So, smiling and shaking my head slightly, I make my way out of the door to explore the festival a little more. Yes, Kat, I am. Thanks for explaining. So, after I walked around for a bit on my own, I noticed the time we agreed to meet was coming close to arriving. Once I got to the agreed upon meeting place, I decided to stand around with my hands in my pockets and just watch the students passing by while I waited. Even though there are probably a lot of students who decided they couldn't be asked to show up today, the place still feels so much livelier than usual. Somehow, even though I tend to hate crowds, watching all these students my own age walking around with their friends and having fun kind of makes me feel, I don't know, kinda at ease? It's a weird feeling. Oh, there's Saya. Os! Of course, my pleasant, relaxed mood is soon interrupted by this troglodyte. Holy crap! That I call my childhood friend. You're calling her a troglodyte? Oh my god. I'm sorry. Of course, my pleasant, relaxed mood is soon interrupted by this troglodyte that I call my childhood friend, with her now commonplace loud greeting. Hey, Asaya-chan. You're here early. So are you. I guess that's true. How come you're not wearing your uniform? Saya-chan looks down at herself, examining her own clothes front and back. I think to myself, she would even need to do this given that she's the one who got dressed. She should know what the hell she is wearing. I guess I just wanted to be comfy. You guess? Yeah. You're way too simple-minded. Come on, don't judge her. Let her be comfortable. This is a mood for me too. Hey Nico-kun, how have you been enjoying the festival so far? It's pretty good. Although I think I preferred last year's. Really? That one was kinda dull for me. That's just because you got stuck behind a desk for most of it and couldn't go around exploring. Ah, you remembered. It's not exactly a hard thing to remember at all. Man, I'm really pumped right now. Really? How come? Well, first of all, there's the bonfire dance. I don't want to miss that. Ironic that you would say that considering you've never been to it in the past 2 years. Well, sure. But this year I actually have someone to dance with me, so as per school tradition, I'll attend. School tradition? Yeah, don't you remember? They say that two people who dance together around the bonfire will be tied together forever. Oh my goodness. Foreshadowing, baby. I can't wait. Although, that's more of a platonic thing. Most of the people who do it are friends. There are a few couples that do it too. Still though, foreshadowing there. My girly voice is terrible though. I cannot pull off a good female voice, to say the least. So, yeah. Anyway, I guarantee you most of these couples will have broken up before the year is over. Probably. But that's not all I'm excited about. I ran into Hithaka-chan this morning and she told me something huge. Apparently, she was on the phone with Shoichi after the competition and she heard something big. Oh yeah? What is it? Shoichi apparently got scouted yesterday. No way! Please have him go to college. Please have him play for university. Is that it? Oh my goodness. Don't mess with Saya. What do you mean, is that it? This is hardly the first time he's gotten scouted. A bunch of teams have already tried to scout him before. Well, I guess that's true. But this time is different. How so? The scout that talked to him was from the Ekada Panthers. I don't know who those are. I don't know where Ekada is. What is an Ekada? I am assuming it's a city. Or a place in Japan. It's like people being like, oh, they got recruited to UCLA. And it's like, where the hell is that? No, I can't even use UCLA. They lost yesterday. Rip. But yeah, it's like, oh, they got recruited to Long Beach State. It's like somebody out of the United States would be like, what the hell is a Long Beach? It's like, I know my volleyball schools, all of which would be, I'm not good enough for. All right, so what? The Ekida Panthers? They're the number one professional volleyball team in the country. Oh my god, professional? Dude, he's got to go for it now. You got to play pro. Not even college, he's got to go pro. If he wants to. Are you serious? That's huge. I know, isn't it great? I'm surprised Shoichi would even tell her. He usually just turns these offers down without saying a word. She told me that he was on the phone with her right when the scout rang the doorbell. He rang the doorbell? That's kind of weird. Usually they either contact you by email or approach you after the competition. I mean, he did disappear yesterday after the match. I wonder why. I guess that's true. Shit, I'm not supposed to be feeling bothered, but... I know Hitaka-chan is his sister, but... She didn't even show up to watch the competition. And he wasn't even reading my messages or answering my calls yesterday. How come he was talking to her? Are you okay, Nico-kun? You seem a little out of it. Did you stay up all night again? What? No, I'm fine. I thought you'd be excited about this. I want to be, but we have no reason to believe he won't turn that offer down too. What? But it's the Panthers! There's no way he'd turn an offer from them down. You'd be surprised. Especially considering the conversation I had with him yesterday. I highly doubt he'd accept their offer just like that. Ah, look, here come the boys. Here comes the squad. I look up on cue with her announcement, seeing the three of them walking out of the main building. Shoichi smiles and waves once he realizes we see them. This is surprising. Did you three meet up on the stairs or something? Not exactly. Rata and I met up inside, but we decided to fetch Kobayashi first. He looks like he was really overwhelmed trying to wait on tables. He was jumping from one place to the other in a hurry. It was really funny. That's not exactly something you should be laughing about, you ass. I look over at June, who is still taking deep breaths, with beads of sweat rolling down his brow and mixing in with his fur. Are you okay? You don't look so good. I'm fine. It's just... I don't realize how hot it would get in the classroom once the burners were all on and we had a bunch of people inside. The place isn't even close to being packed though. Only half the tables were occupied. If this is too much for you, then you're gonna suffer tomorrow. Don't say that. Come to think of it, this whole thing might be hell for a guy that is afraid of crowds. Waiting tables might have been a bad idea, June. Mika-san, you don't need to worry about me. I'm gonna be fine. What? I didn't say anything. It's written all over your face. Wow, he's right. You look like a wrinkly old lady. Watch it, floppy ears. What did I do? Not you, the other floppy ears. Nico-kun, calling someone floppy ears is a bit offensive, you know. Like I care. Nika-san, you shouldn't be mean to Keisuke-san. I already said I wasn't talking to Kei-kun. I don't know about you guys, but I really don't feel like standing around the entrance watching other people have fun. Yeah, you're right. We should go have some fun. I can't wait to see what the festival is like in here. The five of us then start walking while we chat. I was about to say chant while we chant, festival, festival. I don't know. But the five of us then start walking while we chat, taking quick looks at interesting booths in between conversation. By the way, Jun-kun, what was your old school's festival like? It was much more sedate. The school didn't have all that many students to begin with. It's probably one of the reasons I'm so bad at dealing with crowds. It was always kind of lonely there. So there wasn't anything you liked about the festival there? Something I liked? Oh, I remember. The fireworks display there was always pretty nice. Fireworks? Huh. So you're the type that likes those? Yes, I love them. Oh hey, guess I won't be the only one to enjoy them this year then. The only one? These three aren't really fond of fireworks. Hey, that's a little unfair. I like them. They're very pretty. I just need to use earplugs because they hurt my ears. I have the same problem. My hearing is kind of sensitive, so the fireworks really hurt. I prefer to be indoors when they happen. They're pretty meh for me. Maybe because I'm colorblind? Oh my god, she's like the 1 in 1/28th% chance or whatever. It's like, because it's on your X chromosome, like colorblindness. So she had to get 2 of those genes to be colorblind. I kid you not, because for men it's much higher probability because you only have 1 X chromosome, so if you got 1, you can't have the other X canceling it out. So, interesting. Fun fact about Saya and genes. What? You're colorblind? Oh, I didn't tell you? You rarely ever talk about yourself in the first place, Saya-chan. I guess that's true. I'm sorry to hear. I really don't think being colorblind is why. Even with that, the fireworks should still be pretty. Not that you could attest with certainty since you're not colorblind yourself. I suppose that's true. You don't have to worry about it, Jun-kun. I don't think I'm missing something or anything like that. It doesn't bother me much. Mizuguchi-san. Oh hey, they're selling game memorabilia there. Really? Where? And just like that, Jun's attention is whisked away for what seemed to be an important topic because he was too excited about games. You got games? Alright, so, I don't recognize any of those. Are these all characters from obscure games or something? It would explain why they're so cheap. Whoa, these are... What game is that from? This looks familiar. I don't know what it's from, but they look so familiar. Whatever. I'm losing train of thought, so... Jun points out a set of keychains hanging from the far wall. They seem to be part of a collection since they're all hanging together like that. Do you recognize them, Jun? Yes, they're from an old-school American RPG released about 20 years ago. I used to play it a lot a few years back. I probably finished it 5 or 6 times. Oh my god, are you really saying it's that game? I'm like looking at it, I'm like, the main character looks like that. Let me scroll back. Oh my god, because the one in the middle kinda looks like he would be from like a repeat, but yeah, this guy here on the left definitely looks like the Wolfstar guy. I don't know his name, but oh, the one on the far right was the bull from the game, because I remember a preview of him in the thumbnail. Maybe they're all from Wolfstar. Oh my god, is Basket really shouting out Dine Wolf? Not Dine Wolf, but like Dine Wolf's significant other? Or not significant other, partner, person of interest, I guess. I'm not sure if they're boyfriends or whatnot, but I know it's like, yeah, it's like, basically, some guy associated with Dine Wolf made Wolfstar Sins in Paradise. So I am going to... There we go. So, damn, that's a lot of times. What's the game about? You play as a detective that gets killed and sent to the afterlife. Yep. Then you spend most of your time trying to keep your soul from being deleted while trying to find out how you died. Damn, that's kind of morbid. It sounds like a lot of fun. What are the names of the characters? The wolf is the main character, Wolfstar. Then there's Rufus, Janice, and Hugo. The game has a few more main characters, but I guess they don't have keychains of them here. Yep, a game from the 90s. I'd bet it's totally PG. I love how it's like, June of all people plays this game. Oh my god. I can see their bulges. Oh my god. It's like June is like, why is our crotch area so big? As they're playing the game. Oh my goodness. So I will admit, I like their designs. Even Shoichi is thirsty. They do seem like they have a lot of personality. I am so sorry, this is too good. A lot of physical personality. Let's be honest. I feel like I should give the game a chance, but it's... I don't know. I'm not feeling it. So, anyway. A bunch of buff men? Not my thing. Hey, there we go, Saya. How ironic that the only girl in the group is saying that. This is probably like how real life is for like gay people, where it's like the one straight chick that hangs out with them, or a straight chick that hangs out with them is like, why are you so obsessed with these guys? They aren't that hot. And then all the guys are like, what? I don't know, that's how I feel. It's like the type of guys that gay guys tend to like seem to be different than what a girl that is straight would like, or bi. I don't know. That's something I feel. That's how I feel about it. That's something I kind of eyeballed a little from just, kind of ideals. It's an opinion of mine, but I bet it could be changed. Their only personality is the one. Exactly, physical personality. How ironic that the only girl in the group is saying that. If I'm supposed to carry a keychain around with me everywhere, then I'd rather have a cute girl. You just enjoy being a contrarian, don't you? Maybe a little. Excuse me, how much for these? June fishes for his wallet inside his pants as he calls to the student in charge of the tent. The guy or girl, whatever they identify as, is sitting on the back of the booth. His back turned to us, so I couldn't really see whether it was a guy or not. Okay, that's why. I was like, are they really going that way? I guess. They turn around and... Oh, Ryuji! Dun dun! Oh, it's Kobayashi. Ryuji-kun? You guys are here too? What's up? How come you've got a booth set up here? Shouldn't you be working at your class's display? The bear shrugs, absent-mindedly tapping away at his phone in between sentences, his gaze never staying on us for too long. It was boring, so I asked for permission to set up my own booth. I fenced some interesting gaming stuff and decided to set up. I've gotten some good move so far. I'm assuming money. Looks like you have a pretty decent business sense. He shrugs again, his eyes never even registering Keikun's presence due to being locked on his phone. I've always been good at estimating value of stuff related to gaming, I guess. Well, you are a game addict after all. Hey Ryuji-kun, how much for the Sins in Paradise keychains? Ryuji doesn't even look at Jun's hand to see where he's pointing. As soon as he hears the game's name, he immediately looks to the exact place on the wall that they were placed and picks them up. There they are. I don't know why, it's like, the proportions of the characters here look much better. Especially the one on the left, like, I know he's like mad buff when you play the game. Anyway, these have been selling really well. Even though the game is kinda old and not well known in Japan. I guess people just like the design. These 4 are the last ones I have. They're 3,500 yen each, but I'll sell them to you for 12,000 yen if you buy all four. Let me do some math. Yep, okay, that's fair. 12,000 yen. Isn't that like 35? Wait, are the keychains $35 each and it's like 120 for all four? Jeez, man. That's a lot of money. Oh, even just for one, that's kind of pricey for me. Keikun, Shoichi, and I look at each other, sharing our thoughts without having to exchange any words. The three of us pull out our own wallets. We'll take all four. Then it becomes a bit cheaper, even for you, June. What, really? You bet. Besides, I like their designs, so whichever one I get, I'll be happy. Same here. Okay, thanks. They're all gay. We pay Ryuji-kun and he hands us our keychains. Capitalism. Oh my goodness, 111. How do we decide who gets which? Which one do you like the most, Nico-san? I guess it would be... Oh boy. Which gender are you most attracted to? Okay, that's an interesting question. I'm more into guys, so I have more of a male preference, but still bi. So I feel like we're gonna have to choose. Overwrite that save. I guess it would be Wolfstar the wolf. Okay, Janice is the kangaroo. I never knew. Rufus the dog. Hugo the bull. Alright. I feel like if I pick Wolfstar, that'd be really mean for June. I'd take the main character away. So, okay guys, should I go for Rufus, Janice, or Hugo? Fall to the rainbow, Dirk. I'm a bag of Skittles. I know, Kat, but it's like, I feel like if I pick Wolfstar, then it's like I'm taking it away from June. And I feel like June needs Wolfstar. I want June to have Wolfstar. Guys, stop picking Wolfstar. Okay, Janice, Rufus, Janice! Oh, okay, that's the same vote. Don't cheat, Cat. Hugo. Wolfstar the bull. Wolfstar, Rufus. Rufus. I'd say go for Wolfstar Rufus. I would personally go for Rufus, but... Janice? Alright. So far, I like the main character's attendances. Supporting characters are interesting too. You'll come to love that the side characters get a lot of personality. I wish I could get all of them. Alright, so... this is so tough. Let me just get one last look at them. Okay, so... I would go with... Yeah, Rufus or Janice either way. It's like... Alright, fast forward. Okay, so... Alright. Rufus or Janice, man. Alright, so... Let me count how many votes. So... Janice, Rufus... I'm gonna go with Janice. Why the hell not? And Janice it is. So, I like Janice. He looks really relaxed and chill. No argument here. I guess I'll take Rufus then. Sweet. Wolfstar was the one I liked the most. He's mine. I can take Hugo. Shoichi taking the bull. How interesting. Because he's the biggest of us all. I thought June would pick Wolfstar. Ugh! I thought it would be like I thought June would be like, yes, I can get Wolfstar, but I guess it didn't really matter much. I feel betrayed, Keisuke. Why? So, pick whatever Shoichi likes. I can't ask him. So, yeah. Anyway, looks pretty cool. I admire my new keychain, examining how good the color and molding of it is. The metal back is also really smooth and has a brushed feel that I quite like. I actually would totally buy that keychain. Like, that actually looks like a pretty solid looking keychain if the proportions were more like this. Like, low-key, if Naira does, like, this and, like, makes an agreement with, like, the Wolfstar creator, I forget his name, but yeah, if they ended up agreeing to make these, like, keychains, I would totally buy, like, one of these, like, keychains. Even though I won't play the game. I might play the game eventually, just not sure if I'd stream it. So, yep, these are pretty stylish. Best friends forever keychains. I actually had, like, one of those, like, bracelet things where it's like, I forget what they're called, but they're kind of like, supposed to be like, spirit bracelet things or whatever, where, like, it has the beads and it's on, like, a really thin string, and it has, like, little kind of, like, not rocks, kind of like nuts or something like that, where it's like, or I think it's wood, yeah, I think it's like little, like, wooden balls on, like, you know, in between those beads to like separate things. And so I got one of those beads, and it's supposed to ward off ghosts, supposedly. And so my friend group got them for each other, and I ended up wearing mine every day for like the next week or two, and then slept on it wrong and it broke. Kind of sad, but I still have it in a baggie just in case I ever want to get it fixed someday. I don't know. No! Oh my goodness! I'm so sorry, Basket. That kills me. Not like June's gonna hate us, right? It's gonna be like -10 June points or something. So, yeah. Thanks a lot, Ryuji-kun. I love these. Don't you want one, Saya? Nah, I'm not really fond of keychains anyway. I'm just feeling bad now that Basket's on here. I'm like, first thing he says, it's like, ah, shit, you messed up. Rewind. Well, should I? I could. Let's see what happens if you rewind. Same here. Ah, shit. Get back. So, he wanted Janice. Let's try Rufus, because I was going to go with Rufus, too. So, I really liked Rufus. His clothes are really stylish. He looks like he'd be a cool character of the bunch. He kind of is. Okay, you can take Rufus. My favorite is Janice anyway. Sweet. Wolfstar was the one I liked the most. He's mine. I can take Hugo. Okay, so everybody else is the same. I admire the new keychain, examining how good the metal and the coloring is. Brushed feel. It's pretty stylish. I must rewrite history. Thanks a lot, Ryuji-kun. I love these. Don't you want one, Saya? Nah, I'm not really fond of keychains anyway. Okay, so. Yep, I rewrote history because I'm super vain. Not like it's gonna make a difference, but I mean, I don't want to disappoint June. I didn't know, man. So, thank you for your business. They all mention it when they pick their favorite. Alright. I must be really ignorant. So, June waves goodbye to Ryuji while we walk away. So, while everyone else either put the keychain in their pocket or with their keys, June walks around staring at his the whole time. He looks to be really pleased with it. It's kind of funny. I guess he would have been more disappointed otherwise. Good thing I rewrote history, guys. The rest of the day isn't very eventful. We go around a few stalls eating together. We play a few games here and there. There is barely any time for us to do anything as everyone's breaks quickly end. This was the only time we could schedule for all 5 of us to go around together, so it's kinda sad that it ended so soon. As the other 4 leave to attend their class's own events, I continue to roam around by myself until I get tired and decide to go back home. I have to mentally prepare myself for tomorrow as the place is probably going to be much more packed. Oh no, sorry to cut this a bit short, and since the first day of the school festival is more or less a general day for all of these 3 characters, well, I decided to let Keisuke and Shoichi link to it already. There's no real new content for them yet. Ah, dang, Basket, you got me good. I hope you guys have enjoyed this hub day, but right now the new content is for June. That's what I'm gonna be playing next, actually. So let me see if I can save first. Okay, let me just save first. All right. I hope you guys have a great day. Well, thanks, Basket. I'm sorry you can't cut on so late, so. Alright, so. Do you guys want me to play June's update too? Because I have so much time now, like, this ended a lot quicker than I expected, so. I am going to change my description, hopefully. I'm going to delete the, oh, there might be not safe for work stuff in there. Also in this update, yada yada. Ah, too much. Here we go, so save. Okay, so that is all for today's episode. So I've been here for a while. You just didn't see my message saying I got here. Oh, didn't notice. I mean, there is a June update. Yeah, I'm gonna actually play it now. So, just want to make sure you guys want me to continue because I'm going to continue whether or not you say so. I want to see Alex again. God, take your time, man. June needs his day. June needs his day to shine. So, okay, guys, I'm going to end this stream right now, but I'm going to start it up again for June's update just so I can change the thumbnail. So that is all for this episode. I'll be back in a few minutes. So until next time, take care, guys.